All right. Welcome everyone to this month's meeting. All right,
May.
Randy.
Okay,
Yes.
so just for our personal team, we have two, and they both came back to the business. So Jennifer Ryan, who is sponsored by Caprice, and then Mel Williams, who's sponsored by me. And she was in the business long ago. And I mean, she was just recently in. So you do know, I just want to make sure you guys know that if somebody comes back, they can't come back under that $35 fee anymore and just they have to actually sign up and get a kit now. But if they get the kit, it's better anyway, because then they go into the Fast Start program, all the
Right,
awards
but
and all
this
that.
month you're going to get it for 20. You can get it as little as $25 and all you get is the
Yeah, you're
paperwork.
back in the
So,
web program, you're on the website. It's so much better. So, okay. So then we have, just some directors who had sponsored people, and welcome everybody. Okay. My excitement was the people who sold over 3,000. It was a great month. Kate Proman hit the big leagues with the 3659. And I think she had 3 shows and 1 catalog show. So I do know her top show was 1590. So that was a great show. But I mean, these are some big sale numbers. Sandy Thomas was leading all along because she had that bridal show. But she had a 2557 bridal show, but then she ended up with another order and she has 3,140. So we had talked to her about the bridal show and she was giving us some good little tips, right? I mean, it kind of got handed to her in her lap, but obviously I really believe host coaching makes a big difference. And then Lori Sweet is 1572. Deanna, who just out of the clear blue had someone call her who was an old an old past host, and said, "Can we do a show?" So
those
she
are
had
the
to drive
best.
2.5 hours to get to this. So she stayed overnight at her daughter's,
Oh,
and
is
she
that the
left.
show she was talking about?
Yeah, she left with 800 in sales, and she closed out at 1380 for the month. So
Nice.
yeah, she was very happy with it. And then there was 2 people at the show that were thinking of booking, and she would book them like the Friday night and the Saturday afternoon to make it worth her going. It was worth her going because she got back to her live show, and she does not have current products. I just want everyone to know that. And she just picked stoneware, and she had a blender though, and she did 2 basic, simple things, and they loved it. So she had catalogs for people, but she said, "I don't have everything." I said, "Don't worry about it. Just go do a show." you know? So you don't have to have the current product to be able to, sell it. So Karen Poley's a newer consultant. So she did 1137, and we were excited that she earned the doormat too. So that was fun. Steph Bernier, 1106. And then Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie, I had to crack up because she kept posting that she was close to a goal. She was like $500. I mean, and she was shooting for the 1,000. And she just kept saying, "Oh, we're getting there. Oh, could you?" And I mean, it looked like she was going to end up at the 800 range and kind of stay there. And then all of a sudden I get the report she's at 1,000. So I was like, holy cow. So pretty cool.
All right. And then for my team, Rose had 416 and Lisa Yoko had 116 in sales.
All right. And then the director team, Amy Johnson. Oh, she went on her trip that she earned. So she sold 16,366. So she took a break. Oh my God, imagine that. And still pulled in that much in sales. She's amazing. Karen Batty has 6,950. Then director Tara was number 3 with 4,031. That was awesome sales. Sue Moulton with 2,632, and Jennifer Anderson with 2,623. Did you have more than one show? 1,262 I had, Jazz. Did you have another
Yeah, well, I ended
$1,000
up
show?
closing the second one on Monday, which
Okay.
was 1350,
So that'll
which was
start
a
your month
straight
off.
catalog show. I didn't post anything, sent her catalogs. She just sent it was kind of like an unparty in a way.
Yeah. I love
And then
these.
I had, I threw together last minute on Sunday,
yeah,
shared rewards, you know, because like, I mean, I started out last Monday needing 1,700 in sales and we fell short by 391.
yeah.
So,
That's always a bummer, but it happens. I mean, I'm not kidding you guys. We're not like the only teams that aren't really. I see it across the board. I mean, I hear it. And then of course there's teams that are doing really well. And I think a lot of the times, I mean, there's people who just like Amy, just it's every month. She just keeps it rolling, you know? So people are working it and then other people are having trouble, but it is. I mean, across the board, both ways. So our personal team sales were 22,767. And then the overall, which is my 3 generations and their teams, we were at 163,942 with 2 personal team recruits and then 8 overall team recruiting. So, all right. This was wrong. And we just didn't take it out. Yes, the whole thing is wrong. I'm thinking this could be, I mean, I had to call home office, but Allison Pagoni called me and said, this isn't right. She goes, I didn't advance and Kathy didn't advance and Margot lost her directorship months ago. So
there's a bug in the report.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a report and I don't know what the heck happened.
Okay, so we'll skip over it.
Okay. So what's happening in May? So we've got stoneware. And I like wasn't ever really thrilled about the stoneware or the cookware, but people are liking it. And you know, they're buying it whether it's they really wanted that as their host reward or not. I mean, when you can get something for 60% off, all of a sudden you like it. Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want a pizza stone for $20?
Well, right. And the newer version that you can put in the broiler and put in the dishwasher too. Yeah. And then our stand mixer continues to be, I mean, this is bringing in our hosts. I mean, it's been working since they did it in March. I mean, this is helping be an exclusive. It is getting bookings for us. So, I don't, you know, whatever. I love that there's 3 test kitchen lives this month, starting on the 9th, I think the 16th, and I want to say the 23rd.
Something like that. I have them down somewhere.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. But I mean, I really like that there's 3 because I have not hit one of them yet. I keep saying I'm going to go to it, but Tara was saying we can go back to it.
Yeah.
It's the 9th, 16th, and 30th.
Oh, 30th. Oh, okay. And you get people to go to that, don't you, Leslie? Oh, you don't?
No?
You advertise it, which is good because I don't even advertise it. Do you go to it yourself? Yeah. So I mean, I'm looking forward to having the home office, you know, doing the first one. And then the third one with Christina Bailey should be good. She's really a great seller. So, all right. You want to go for it?
All right. Yeah. Let's just continue on.
Oh,
all right. So,
okay.
Well, I mean, I've already got these down further down, so we can just kind of.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to go over some of the May highlights here. We sold tons of the enamel cast iron pan at that $99 special at the beginning of the month. Strong sales and taste buds obviously were up, as they told us, over 15% from last April, which was amazing.
Yeah. Okay, but they're saying that our taste buds.
Yeah, the taste bud subscriptions are up because of the sale and everything else. There was also the binder, the Teach Me webinar trainings, and then the new messaging and stuff. So all the extra perks and stuff.
Right. And have you guys gone to check out the Dash? Because the Dash has new onboarding. So if you ever need some new tips or tricks, you might find it in the new consultant onboarding. You know, just going back to basics.
And I think that's what we have to do sometimes. We do have to go back to the basics.
And we need to know our products. See, years ago, we knew our products like,
Mhm.
but now it's kind of harder to find the information on it. Where before, I mean, you know, we trained on that.
Right. But
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna put Rose, just be prepared. I am gonna be posting in our team page. You know, like I want to make sure everyone's aware of the benefit, like the features of stoneware, you know. Like I was telling Randy earlier, and I posted on my business page the other day, is that you want to make sure that your stone is covered 3/4 of the way, because otherwise you're gonna have risk of having your stoneware crack. A lot of people don't realize that. I've got people that message me and they're like,
Right.
"Hey, my stone cracked." I'm like, "Well, what'd you cook on it? Was it covered 3/4 of the way?" You know, it has a 3-year warranty. People still come to me and they tell me, like, "Oh no, my stone is lifetime warranty," and I'm like, "No, it's a 3-year warranty." So you guys really have to know the product, and like those are key things right there. One,
Yeah.
the stoneware needs to be covered 3/4 of the way.
And not a
You know,
frozen
you can't
solid
just
chunk
go
of one
hot.
thing.
You
Yeah.
can't go hot to cold and cold to hot. You
Right.
have to let it like if you're putting something frozen on it, you got to let it come to room temperature before you can actually put it in the oven, because you'll get that thermal shock and it's going to crack.
And it may
So-
not, and it might just only partially crack at that time, but then
Mhm.
really break the next time.
But
You
these
know.
are things that we as consultants need to know in order to provide good quality customer care to our customers.
Yeah.
And let them know this up front as you're, you know, showing them product at a show, or even just posting about it.
Right, right.
You want to make sure you're given the features and the benefits of every product.
Right.
Like, why do they need this in their
And the
kitchen?
benefit is more important than the feature.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So May activation. Obviously, this is the workflow here. January, you want to start strong. February, you're building for the new spring selling season. March, the spring selling season launches, which then leads into April, where you're starting to build the momentum for your spring. For your spring and summer. May, you really want to start building for summer. So again, I can't reiterate this enough. What we do now affects our business 30, 60, 90 days from now. What you do in May is going to get you through the entire summer. Do you agree, Randy?
Yeah, it makes a big difference if you're working now. Because then people start getting busy, but you'll learn to fit it in. If you need to or want to. Like a lot of times, I mean, you or anybody possibly thinking about joining, they're going to be joining to make money for their summer so they can do stuff with the kids and everything. So like
For
in
camps,
May, that's
for,
when I had to pay money,
vacations.
for the softball team and the whatever. So any money I made, I mean, that was how we played for the summer. So I always tried to make sure I had stuff going for May, because that helped me have a good summer with the kids, especially when they got off and whatever.
And then the thing too is nowadays, Randy, business is much more mobile than it was back when we first started.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back when we first started, it was basically in homes. Now,
right.
Everything's done on your phone. A lot of them, a lot of business. So,
yeah.
You can still go on vacation. You can still be at kids' sporting events and still working your business.
And people said, I used to bring like my little not my laptop, but like my paperwork.
Yeah.
And while they were at practice, I was like acting like I was looking in the catalog and, so any little thing you can do to draw attention. And some people, I used to set up a table every once in a while at the practice and just have some little snack, for when they got done. But the moms would come over and check out what I had, while we were all sitting there waiting for them. So there's a lot of ways to find business, that you might not think about, but try and take advantage of any chance to show your stuff.
Yeah, I offered the gymnastics company that Rebecca's been doing gymnastics through. They do competitions and stuff too. She doesn't, but asked if they needed fundraisers for their competition. So
Good.
come here.
And that's a big thing. Do you do it now to be for the fall? So like
Right.
people have to get it set up. So
Well,
that's
they were
good
like,
that
well, we do
you're-
golf tournaments and stuff like that.
yeah. And you guys like Relay for Life right now? They love doing these.
Are they
It's just
even
an
doing them
extra-
anymore? Because I haven't heard of
Yes,
any.
I just have a
area.
girl who's gonna be, it's coming up in a month and a half. And she actually called me because I had done one with her back a while ago. And I went to like their kickoff meeting and had stuff and did like a 15-minute little thing. And then we did a show. And so I was like, oh, I'm so in for that, you know, because
Yeah,
I
ours
used
is May
to do them a
20th.
lot, but I haven't
Yeah.
seen them since COVID.
yeah, I think we have to go look in your local papers and stuff and
Yeah.
talk, you know, just ask people if they're doing
My
anything.
cousins run one because I do have a breast cancer survivor in my family.
Mhm.
So they usually do one in June.
Yeah, and right now they would be setting it up.
Hmm.
So check out those.
Mm. I
Okay.
mean, like I had the high school across the street where I went, my alma mater, they, they're doing a event on Saturday, and the class advisor reached out to me back in the fall asking me if I wanted a table. I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
So I told
So-
her what I was doing. I said, I'm going to set up a
Mhm.
party, and any orders that I get that day, I'm going to donate that commission back to the class. And she's like,
Right.
I didn't think, she's like, I know this wasn't your intention, but can we share can we get the link and share it to
Yes,
the
you
to the
can.
parents? I posted it. I've already got over $320 in orders. So I'm like,
Right.
okay.
Right. I mean, some,
Great.
we think we're being like maybe pushy, but we're not. All they can do is say no, you know? I mean, they're
That's
going to
true.
do anything they can to make extra money. you
Yeah,
know?
absolutely.
Even if you gave them something, I mean, work to get some product for a basket that they might give away,
Mhm.
or something. I mean, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Well, I know the one here has a terrific person in charge of theirs.
And what does that mean?
Terry.
Terry,
Highly
can you
Oh,
repeat
Terry.
that?
Terry
Yeah.
Heigl, how do I say
Uh-huh.
it? No.
Terry Chef.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. So but you never know. There
mean,
could be
she-
another group that,
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
she's been
can-
doing the one here forever.
Okay. Well, there's other towns.
Yep.
You got to branch out, Leslie.
Yeah. All right. So the May growth, I mean, it's really cool that they'll be able to get the summer product grouping. I forgot what they had it called.
The summer booster bundle.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Yeah,
they
it's
can
right
earn
here,
that
Randy.
at the 750 level. I know, I'm so
Yeah.
professional.
No, it's fine. So yeah.
Oh,
So
it's
they're
right in
gonna
front
get
of
an
me. Oh,
extra
geez.
level.
Okay.
You're gonna
nothing
get
like reading.
5 levels.
Yeah. I know, it's pretty cool.
Plus
All
the
right.
blender when they hit 1250.
Right. Awesome. Yeah.
All right. Do you want to talk about this one?
Sure. Just so right now, if anybody did sign up, they have a chance, they can only get one of 2 kits. It's either the stoneware or the cast iron. It's not the other 2. They're not available. And I didn't catch that. So today I was glad to be on that call.
Do we know why they're not available?
I think they want to just focus on these 2 products. And I don't know, because to me, I would think somebody want an air fryer, maybe. I was surprised they're doing that. So there's 3 ways for them to join just the $25 kit and the 2 other ones. But in anybody signing up within 5 days of them signing up or at the 5th day, they're going to get this email from home office that they can pass to 2 of their friends with a 25% off the discount code. And that's off the price of the, kit is going to be the lower price, plus they have another 25%, and that runs till the end of June. So it's kind of cool. And today on the call, they were really talking a lot about bring a friend in the business, and it is. I mean, I actually met my best Pampered Chef friend at our training, Donna, so it is fun to have a buddy in the business. It just helps. Okay.
Oh, do we want to do the video first?
Do we have it?
I have it. Yeah.
Okay, good. So Sharon Zellen, well, Jill Lerner signed up first. And then Sharon Zellen, and they actually, I never knew this. They went to kindergarten together.
Oh,
That's
wow.
how long they've been friends. So it's a great video, really important for you to see. Okay.
All right, hold on. It's not wanting to, oh, it's on YouTube. It doesn't, it's taking its sweet time to load.
Well, we'll keep talking unless, does this goof you up if it's
Oh, here we
we're
go.
keeping
Hold on.
talking or whatever? Okay. All right.
7 years. Sharon and I are here in my house together today.
Oops.
Some of you know our story, some of you don't. Even if you have heard it, I want you to
Louder.
another different perspective today. Think of the consultant who is about to join your team, the one who joins in May. Think of the objections or fears they may
that better?
have about sharing the discounted codes they are
Yeah.
going to get. Our story could be your story. It could be also their story. What are you going to take away with? Let me tell you my story. When I started with Pampered 27 years ago, I was a stay-at-home mom. My kids
Can
were
you close anything out if you have stuff open?
invited to a party, and I really
Because we're spinning.
not a cook, but
No, I have nothing else open.
Okay.
the party. I said to my husband, "Give me $30. I'm going to go buy something. I'll be home in 20 minutes." Yes, within 5 minutes, I was sitting down at that party, wanting everything. My mouth was hanging open. She showed the stones, she showed the mandolin, she showed the apple peeler, and whatever she showed, I wrote it down on my order form. At the end of the night, I looked at that form and I had a $250 order, and I swear a light bulb went off in my head, and I just said, "I'm not a cook. I have this huge order. Imagine people who cook, they're going to love this." So I said to the consultant, "I want to sign up. What do I have to do this the right way?" And she said, "Get all your friends to have a party. You're going to have a boom business." Yes, that's exactly what I did. I came home and said to my husband, I walked in and he said, "What did you buy?" And I said, "A job." And he's like, "Oh my gosh, what is this going to cost me?" I'm like, "No, I'm telling you, I found my thing." I was so excited. And I called all of my friends, Sharon being one of them, and she had one of my first few shows, and she was one of my first few consultants. I will tell you, the party she had, it was probably the worst party I ever had. It's my top 10 worst parties, but I'm going to let her tell you all about that.
Hey guys, so my name is Sharon Zellen. I'm a National Executive Director in Long Island, New York, and Jill and I have been friends since kindergarten, literally. So we've been on this journey of life from the very beginning and our Pampered Chef journey for 27 years. A little bit about me. Why did I say yes to Pampered Chef? So Jill called me and said, "I'm selling this thing called Pampered Chef. Can you have a party for me?" Honestly, I didn't even know what Pampered Chef was. I remember she said, "It's all kinds of kitchen gadgets." I'm like, "Okay, if a friend needs your help, of course you say yes." We booked a party. There were no virtual parties then. This was 27 years ago. I invited all my friends. She said, "Fill the house." And I did. We all had crying babies, screaming toddlers. Some brought their husbands. It was the worst party ever. Looking back in hindsight, a disaster. We panic when there's one baby at your party. This was a living room filled with them. Needless to say, that night, Jill made $100. I was working in Manhattan. My parents were watching my then 4 and 6-year-old, and I so desperately wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. But we had just bought this house, and my husband said, "Listen, if you can make $1,400 a month to pay the mortgage, then we could make this work." So I signed on, and as they say, the rest is history. But I will tell you, joining with a friend is the best thing that you can do. Jill and I have traveled together. Our families have traveled on many of the trips together. Our kids have grown up together. We have supported each other. She's the most supportive upline you could ever get. She's cheered. It's a compliment. She's cheered for me. We have celebrated the good, the bad, the ugly, anything that has happened in the past 27 years. We brainstorm together. We're basically work wives. So joining with a friend is literally the best. And this month, with new consultants getting 2 coupons, you know, a few days after they join, think about how amazing it would be for them to join with a friend. Recently, I had a conversation with a director on my team. We did a Zoom because she has a newer consultant. She only joined a month ago, and this consultant is selling, but she has not recruited anyone. She has that fear, like a lot of new consultants have. She doesn't want to be pushy. She feels like if they want to join, they'll come to her, which most of the time we know doesn't happen. So we had this Zoom call last week, and I explained to this new consultant story about Jill and I said, what a blessing that Jill offered it to me. Where would I be if I wasn't invited to join Pampered Chef? I mean, literally, I probably would be working in Manhattan, miserable and getting a pit in my stomach every Sunday night because Monday is work. But seriously, I explained to her that not offering it is almost selfish because someone blessed you with the gift of Pampered Chef, and now it's your time to pay it forward. And no one is ever offended if you call someone or you text someone and you say, listen, I just became a consultant with Pampered Chef. I haven't even done my first party, but I keep thinking about you and how great you would be at this. And I said to this new consultant, until this happens to you, you can't possibly understand. But when someone someday calls you and says to you, because of you and Pampered Chef, we've been able to pay off our credit card debt. Because of you, we've been able to get a new car. Because of you offering me this business, we've been able to send our kids to summer camp when we've never been able to afford to. So this business is truly life-changing, not only to you, but certainly to the people that you offer it to. So it's our responsibility as leaders to change the perspective of our consultants. We have to help them see things in a new way. We have to help them see opportunities they didn't see before. In May and June, this is where we can make a big difference, shaping that mindset right from the moment new consultants join our teams. So it is so much more than a coupon, as all of you know. It really is life-changing. I always say our products are great, but it really is the business that changes somebody's life. So I'm going to challenge each and every one of you. This month, we want to help everyone invite a friend to say yes to Pampered Chef. Each one should reach one. Each director and new consultant should reach 2, and each executive director should reach 4. Because imagine what not only would your business look like at the end of 30 days, what would their business look like? Imagine if each new consultant joins with 2 friends, they'd be team leaders. You could probably by June 1 promote to the next level. We're all growing our team, working for the same common goal. So we're challenging all of you, go out, each one reach one, and new consultants, you need to encourage them and work with them to use those coupons with their friends and family. Have a great day, everybody.
You rock, Sharon.
You rock, Jill.
I know. Hi, friends. My name is Jim.
All right.
All right. So it wasn't as, I mean, to me, it's not as much about running out and getting a new recruit as just seeing what it can do for you. I mean, it's changed my life. I mean, I did this just to make money for the kids' sports and all that, and just anything extra we wanted. And it just makes a difference. And then it became, we did Catholic high school. Well, then cover that, and then, we helped pay for our son's wedding and my daughter's college, and, so it can keep building, if you need it to.
Yeah,
Or
like
to
for me,
cut
it was,
if you need
for me, it was helping to supplement my income because I was unemployed. My unemployment was running out back in 2001.
Yeah.
2002. So that's why I got started to offset the lost income. And this business has gotten me through a couple of layoffs over the last 20 years.
And what about you too?
Last year, when I started my new job, my Pampered Chef income helped me get groceries when I was in between paychecks.
Okay.
I didn't have, I didn't realize it at the time, like, hey, I'm not going to have a paycheck for a couple of weeks. And you know, it really came through. When I first started, I remember that season I had a great, you know, beginning. It covered all Christmas presents, like well over $1,000.
Yeah.
For the whole family, and that I was just blown away by that. But
Yeah.
it has come in handy. It has come in handy.
Right.
Yeah,
And
when
I've
you can
noticed
pay
the difference
cash
when
for
I put
Christmas.
effort. Mm-hmm.
Leslie, you got anything?
It's increased the products I have in my household.
Yeah, yeah. But I
Um,
think I've watched your kids like all of a sudden be like, they're in the kitchen, they're, you know, they're getting
Yeah.
skills that, you know, they're learning to cook, which is lifetime, you know?
yeah, I don't blink when Rebecca wants to fix herself a fried egg. You know, she's
Yeah.
9.
Yeah.
So I don't
Right.
even bother to get up and go in the kitchen with her anymore because she's competent at doing it.
Right.
She's competent at using the air fryer. She, you know, reheated her own pizza the other day. She said, I did one in the microwave and one in the air fryer just to see what the difference was.
And it tastes
You
a lot
know?
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just being able to provide
Right.
that for them.
And you're
But,
home with them.
as I know people usually goes to the monetary side of things, and I don't feel like I'm in a place yet where that is
Yeah.
applicable.
But you're
We'll
home
get
right
to
now.
that.
And with them, and then with them home, I mean, this is big because you could be having to
Yeah.
work, you
Right.
know? So there are advantages really all the way around. I mean, if,
Sure.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Next one.
Oh, this was copying the link and everything for the
Oh,
lives. But
oh,
then
okay.
just so everyone's aware too, though, that after the lives are done, those videos get posted to marketing imagery. So you can download them and then share them in any future parties. Or go back and reshare them.
And I didn't know that. So yeah.
No, you do.
I thought I missed it. No, well,
Mhm.
damn
Nope.
it. Yeah.
And even
Okay.
if you know you're not going to make it and you register for it, they're going to send you the replay anyway. And they
I
Exactly.
also
I will
send you a
sign up
survey,
for
and they're
stuff.
doing giveaways
Yeah.
sometimes from those
That's
surveys.
always worth it to sign up and just if you even know you can't make it because you get the replay. Yeah. It's
Mhm.
awesome.
All right, this month is month number 1 for the free for all for the fall products. You are definitely going to want to hit level 2, which is the 2000 level, because that is going to be the must-have product for the fall.
And usually that means it's the catalog.
The cover, yeah, the cover photo.
Yeah.
The cover product. And then June, obviously, we're going to have round 2 of the fall free for all, which leads
And
us
then-
into conference.
Yep.
Is anyone planning on attending conference this year?
I can't. It's my weekend to work. And there's going to be one out on maternity leave, so it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
And I just can't afford it this year. One of my sons is getting ready to move to St. Louis for the rest of his college career. So
Well,
got to put it into
Yeah.
that.
There are times.
Life happens.
So the replay, you know, it's not going to be during conference, so it happens after it. So just, you know that. But I forgot what I was going to
These
say.
are going to be the registration dates right here for the replay. June 12th
Okay.
through the 10th, July 10th.
Okay. And you know, at conferences where we show the new products and everything.
Right here,
You know.
yes.
Yes. So that's always fun to be. And then they have those rooms that are, you know, about all the products. And that's always nice to have a hands-on with home office right there to say, okay, what about this, that? Because
Well, did
I
you
don't
hear
know.
that those rooms are getting a makeover this year?
Okay. Well, like, because the bento box, I couldn't open it, and a bunch of us couldn't open it. So it was nice having somebody there to bounce off, you know.
Right, but they're redoing the product showcase rooms this year, they said, at conference.
And they were really good last year, so I can't imagine it, but yeah. All right.
And that was it.
Oh, okay. So there was a few things I wanted to touch base about. Let's see. Oh, the cup slicers. Anybody got any on back order? I mean, people waiting on them? Yes.
2.
I'm since March 31st and it's not happened yet. But they are actually, we have sold more than they can even keep up with, they said. I mean, they just can't even, so they're trying to get them
They're
you know,
shipping
to
March, what did we see earlier? What did I say earlier, Randy? March
March
29th and on?
29th and on. And it's going to be on the product update status page. Like they're actually going to say the date of when they're doing it. Cause like my order went in on the 31st. So that means hopefully in the next couple of days, they're shipping her cup slicer. And they're saying for us to tell everybody that it's 5 weeks from when they're ordering it. So
Right.
just know that I've had people just put an order in, and then when I send their thank you, I'm like, oh, you know, yeah, it orders. Really
And the thing is, it's showing the date that it was updated to on the product status alerts. It's above
Right.
all the stop sells.
Right.
Yeah, it says currently shipping orders from 3/29 and on as of today or yesterday.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm hoping that means, but you know, for me, the end of the month is always the, you know, when huge amount of orders come in.
Right.
Are they
So hopefully-
prioritizing customers or consultants or neither?
They're not saying they aren't. They said that, you know, that's part of that new bundle, the summer bundle for like a
And
new
those are delayed as
consultant.
well.
But those are going to be delayed, which I was happy to hear, because I'm like, okay, you know, you can't take away from a customer getting it.
Right.
No. And usually they make us wait, but it seems like it's like when it came in is when you're gonna get sent.
Well, I appreciate whoever put it out there on TikTok. I got a sale out of it. I don't know who they were, but a customer of mine said, I saw this on TikTok. Well,
Yeah.
it wasn't me because I don't do TikTok, but
Yeah. I mean, I'm amazed by how many people, I mean, are just people will wait. And so that's what we have to not worry about as much either. I mean, the only time you really need to worry about that stop, you know, the stop sell, whatever, is if you're going to go do a live show. You don't want to bring something that's on back order,
Right.
you know, but if it's on a show, I don't worry about it. So, you know, today in the Time to Shine, I just put that unparty in there. And I just had like 2 people a week ago say, you know, they wanted to get a couple things. And then I'm like, well, if you put 200 together in sales, then, you know, you can make it a party and then you'll get XXX, you know. And they both did it. And all of a sudden now they're like trying to get more sales because they're looking at the book and they want a lot more, you know. So, I mean, one hit the 400 and the other one hit like 450. That was $850 in sales I didn't have. And I just gave them the link and they put it on their Facebook page and then did, as they wanted to get more sales, then they were messaging people. And the one girl who wrote, because both of them were ex-consultants years ago. And the one girl swears that you need 2 weekends, like if you're doing one of these. She goes, it was like the first weekend, people said they were interested, but nobody looked and I got no orders. She goes, and until like midweek of the next week and through the weekend when I cut, you know, said, okay, it's closing on, you know, she goes, then it got like, they got more serious. And she goes, at first she was like, is this even going to work?
The other thing
know.
too, Randy, is a lot of people get paid twice a month. So it's usually like the 15th and the last day of the month.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're looking at pay, you know, pay periods, that's how it usually.
Yeah. Okay.
So that could
Yeah.
be
So,
why
I mean,
too.
I just gave them a link and then 2 other people, I mean, I was posting that I was looking for sales for people that, you know, were hosting shows, you know, and, you know, if they wanted, I can send them to a link. And then like Joyce O'Connell said, oh, I could do a party. And then somebody else said, oh, I needed cookware. So I now have 2 bookings that they each got credit for. And now I have 2 shows going into, you know, into May already. So
Great.
that little simple thing was, I mean, just try it. It's unparty. I mean, there's just that one cute little thing that's eye-catching. And it just says, I mean, I'll give you the link. And I had a girl put in a $197 order and I said, oh, I wish, and she every year places orders. And I said, oh, I wish I knew, because you could have done a show and got credit for at least getting a stone now or something. And she goes, oh, well, I said, well, if you want to cancel your order, she goes, well, do I have to give you names and all that? I said, no, you know, you know, so go back and, you know, just let your past hosts know it's this simple, that it's not like they have to do, you know, the whole catalog show thing. It's just a link and a, you know, I set up their show and It's on a roll.
Right.
So. I mean, has anybody tried those?
I haven't, but it's worth giving a shot.
I know.
Not
I
with
mean,
that terminology, but
I love it. What did it say? It was just like, I'll just give you a link, you know.
That's what I did for
basically how
that
my last two shows
$1,300
went.
party.
Yeah.
I mean, I sent her catalogs and I sent her the link and she did the
Well, and I
rest.
sent catalogs to the one, but the other two, I just gave them the link and that worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, booking tools, test kitchen. So free for all. I mean, like maybe you can get to a level with that. I mean, like I said, I got 850 in just these two little unparties that, you know, I mean, when people want to give you a decent order and you say, wow, we can add this and you know, make it a party.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
I have a
So
friend that
the conference, sorry, after the fact, you know, if you did just the link thing, like if you wanted to watch it after, it's only 59, so that's not too bad. But go ahead, Leslie.
oh, I was just gonna say I have a friend that will randomly place orders,
Yeah,
won't tell me she's gonna order, and it's
I know.
typically party worthy, and she won't even order it, do it as a party to have her own host discount. And her husband has a host discount, but she won't order it under his email.
Oh, jeez.
Woman,
I
come
know.
on.
Well, like
Let
this
me help
girl
you help
just,
yourself.
well, I told her, I go, oh, I could have put this as a show or you could have helped somebody else. Like, I always want to add it to somebody's party,
Right.
you know, at least if you're going to give me it, you know, because I
And
do
I've been
free
telling her for 2
shipping.
years.
Yeah,
She's just-
I know. This girl every year does this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a good size order for her to be putting in.
Sure.
So, yeah. Let's see. Oh, if you have an old cart party, you know, parties in the cart still, previously, they are going to put a deadline on it. So have you checked back for any shows you have?
Yeah.
I did. I had like 2 that I had to close out. But there are people sitting with host rewards in these carts. And they're going to get closed after a deadline. They're going to just finally say they have to close it. So just make sure, you know, you're checking that you don't have that out there. So in closing, I mean, it's how many lives can we impact in May? And it's not only by signing somebody, it doesn't mean you have to sign somebody, but it's your customers. I mean, like I said, you know, like we were talking about, do you give them value? Do you, you know, offer, you know, put things out there? Do they know? And make sure they're getting your, did you know that when you send a customer connection email of your own, that if they don't open the other stuff, they open this one, it goes to them. So like if they don't bother with the everyday home office one, when you send a personal one, they get it. So put your own wording in. I mean, that has worked for me every time I do it. And I don't do it often. So that way it's not, you know, whatever. But I mean, we are solution driven. I mean, everybody's in the kitchen, whether you want to be or not. Somebody's got to cook for you, throw pizza on. I mean, we have a product that they can work. And, you know, it can be $25 for a tool, but that's a tool they're not going to replace. And if anybody does order Pampered Chef, they know that, you know, I mean, they're used to it. I mean, it's business growing, and I mean, you're enriching lives. Everybody you've ever sold something to, you've enriched their kitchen, their time with their family, something. So there's value in what we do. And I think we got to make sure we give ourselves that credit. Okay. So anything we can help you guys with other than what we talked about
I
earlier?
don't think so.
No, I
All
think you
right.
guys offer amazing
we
support. You're,
appreciate-
you know, always there when we need you guys, and I
We
appreciate
try.
these meetings, and
Yeah.
Yeah. It's appreciated.
Well, good. I mean, because we would do more if we could. I mean, really, if you call us, I mean, we are available. I don't push people. Like I mean, it's your business. You have to do
Mhm.
it. And I can't make you do it. So, but I can help you, but I loved that my director didn't call me every month and say, oh, well, where's your sales? And how come you're not? I liked that. I mean, other people might need that, but I've had so many people who want to say, oh yeah, hold me accountable, and then they don't do anything. So if you want to be held accountable, okay, but if you really know you're not that type, like I can tend not to be as accountable as I should be to, something else I'm interested in. So
Mhm.
yeah. Understood. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys and anybody else who's listening to the playback, because we get our little notes and there's always playback people. So have a good month.
Thanks.
You
All
too.
right.
Thank you.
Love yous. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
All right. Where are we at?